Hey, you guys, it's your girl Sherry coming on for another episode of Grieve, Grow, and Glow. Today's episode is going to be short and sweet, you guys. Your girl has been under the weather for a few days, and I wasn't going to come on, but then I was like, I'm actually going through something that I need to speak on, right? Because it does relate to our topics, grief, growing, and glowing, right? So today's message is really about taking care of you when grief hits your body. Now, I have been down since Thursday and just thought, I'm under the weather. I'm not feeling well, not feeling like myself. I know I've been traveling a lot, and after 3 or 4 days, it's like, I know I'm not sick like I normally get sick, right? I know my body because your girl gets sick a lot, right? But it's the slight fever that goes up and down. It's the body aches, and it's just lots of fatigue, right? And with all this traveling I've done over the last couple of months, I really didn't stop and take time to take care of Sherry, right? Running from my hometown back and forth, coming back, going back to work, jumping back into my routine of working out, trying to lose the weight, and still trying to hang out and do the normal things that I do, right? Getting back to your normal routine. But in the midst of it, I'm still grieving, right? And so I really said, you know what, let me come on and talk about how we ignore all the signs, right? Your body will tell you when you need to sit it down. And over the last couple of weeks, I just been ripping and running, still trying to stick to my routine because I gotta lose these pounds, right? And it's like, yeah, I said I was gonna lose 20 pounds by the end of August, but I couldn't work out when I went home. I wasn't really eating the way that I should eat because, there wasn't a lot of healthy options. And just trying to just get back and not really taking care of Sherry. I really wasn't, right? And so grief really is not just about your heart hurting, right? It really takes a toll on your whole body. It really does. And sitting here in this house since Thursday, right? We're on Sunday. And just so drained. No energy, right? Being in this house by myself, your mind starts wandering, and you just start getting into the sadness of, losing my god brother, losing my godmom, a few months losing my grandfather and some cousins and aunts, and all that weighs on your body. It really does. And so I had to sit back and say, take a minute and just relax, right? Because even though I went to Florida, I came back, I took a day out after traveling, I jumped right back into work, right? But then I started feeling really heavy, really achy, just low energy, right? And so I took the day out on Wednesday, and then Thursday I went to work and trying to push myself. But why do we do those things? Why do we rush back to our normal routine? Why do we do that? Right? I'm the type of person, I don't like taking time out of work. I don't. I have a lot of time, for vacation and sick. And I have the time to take when I'm feeling down, but I don't like taking time out. I push myself, and I think for me, pushing myself to go to work knowing I wasn't feeling 100% really made it worse on my body. And it's taken a longer time to recover, right? And it's summertime. Who wants to be home in the bed in the summertime, right? When there's so many events going on that I really wanted to participate in this weekend, you know, meeting up with my girlfriend for breakfast. I wanted to go to a party today to play games, to meet new people. But I didn't have the strength. And it put me into just not really depressed. That's not the word I'm looking for. More, I was just sad. Like, it's summertime. I want to be able to get out and just mingle and have some fun, because I had so much loss and so much sadness. I just wanted to have some fun. But my body was like, you ain't going nowhere. Sit your behind down and rest. And so I came on to tell you, you know, when you're going through grief and loss, it's okay to take the time for yourself. It's okay to do self-care. It's okay, right? Because if you don't, you're just going to I'm trying to find the right word, right? Because for me, I don't know if anybody else does it, but for me, I find keeping busy helps me to not think about the grief. Getting back to work, getting back into working out, keeping busy, right? So you tire yourself out to the fact that when you come home, it's time to shower, eat, and go to bed. You don't have time to sit and to think about what you've lost. And I know that's what I've been doing. People don't understand that when you go through grief alone, it's worse than having people around you that will be there to keep you occupied. And so for me, I try to occupy my mind. But sometimes it's not always the best thing to do, because not taking care of Sherry and just run. My body was like, you don't want to sit down, I'm gonna sit you down. And when I sit you down, you ain't gonna like it. And I don't like it, right? To be home for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days. Actually 5, because I took Wednesday off, right? So I was off Wednesday, I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah. It's a wake-up call for me to take better care of Sherry. And so that's why I came on today, just to give this little tidbit for anyone that's going through grief personally, or know someone that's going through grief. These are the tips that you can share with them to take care of them, even in the midst of going through the most difficult time in your life. You have to take care of you, whether it's resting, whether it's doing something that you love. Like, I love to read, but now that I've gotten older, I find that sitting down reading a hardcover book is just not the way to go. My mind just wants to do everything else, right? So I like to listen to audibles. So I can be listening to a book and I can be doing other things. I love to multitask, doing more than one thing at a time. So that fits for me. Watching my favorite movies, any type of movies, or my reality shows, that's relaxing to me, right? Listen to somebody else's drama, taking it off me, right? That's relaxing. Burning a nice scented candle, putting on my favorite pajamas, cooking my favorite meal. Those are forms of self-care that works for me. So you need to find things that work for you, that helps relax your mind, and to just be able to sit in your grief. You know, feel what you feel. You want to cry, cry. And even though I was going through, you know, the body aches, the sickness, don't want to get out of bed, don't want to do anything, I had to, because who else was going to do it for me, right? I had to get up and take a shower. I had to fix myself something to eat. But what I did was when I get sick, I always make it convenient for me, right? So made me a huge pot of soup. Love homemade chicken soup. I make it my style, Spanish style, you know, all the veggies in there, where I can just eat off that for at least 3 days, 3, sometimes 4. And yes, you'll get tired of it after a while, right? But it's healthy because you're getting all the nutrients that you need to do to help fight off whatever your body is trying to, you know, whatever it's trying to do. Lots of water, right? Got my water right here, because if I don't drink my water, all I'm going to hear my coach in my ear. Drink your water, drink your water. Now, I love tea. And one thing I found out recently is tea is not good to be drinking all the time. They say it's a diuretic. I love tea. And in my mind, tea is water-based, right? So I'm getting my water in, right? So here I am drinking, I would say 2 of these. So this is 28 ounces. That's 56 ounces of water. Supposed to have 130. So I'm drinking 3 28 ounces of tea. And I'm going to the bathroom nonstop. Your girl is in the bathroom. And I am frustrated because I'm like, every time I sit down, I'm in the bathroom, not realizing it's the tea that's making me go. And so I had to cut down drinking so much tea to 1 28-ounce a day. And then I continue trying to get my 100 and whatever ounces of water in, along with fruit. Now, I'm not a girl that loves fruit, but I love watermelon. So I have my watermelon here as I'm talking with you guys. I'm nibbling on my watermelon. And then I have my protein, which I have the 000 yogurt that I'm, you know, getting my protein in, especially chicken and all that. Just trying to get all the nutrients in my body to help me fight off whatever is in this body, right? And so it's a lot. It's a lot. And still trying to be there for my brother, right? Calling him, checking on him, making sure he's good. Because I love my brother. That is my heart. That is my older brother. He's my god brother, but he's my brother. Because his mom and my mom have been friends since, 60 some years, right? Elementary. And him and I have been like this since we were babies. We were in the crib together, right? He's 57, I'll be 56. You can't tell me that's not my brother. Love him to death. And so even though he's older, you know, I am the big little sister, all right? Got to check on my boy and make sure he good. So even though I'm down in the dumps, I'm constantly worried about him. This is a new norm for him, right? Making sure he's, you eating, you're good. How's work? How's things going? How's your mental? Yes, I still have to take care of others. That's just me. I'm a nurturer, right? I always want to make sure everybody else is good. It's just me. So that is all I have for today. Wanted to come on and just give these tips for you guys, just in the midst of your grief, to just take care of you. And this message is for myself too. All these messages that I have been sharing with you guys over the last month is helping me too. I have to learn how to take my own message sometimes, right? And this message, I didn't know what I was going to speak on today. Again, like I said, I wasn't going to come on and do anything, but God spoke to me and was like, this is something you're going through. It's not just about the sickness. Your body is grieving as well. And I'm like, I didn't realize that your body could grieve too. And so I did a little Google or Chat GPT, and I put in what I was feeling, and it just solidified what I was thinking. Yes, you're not just sick, you're grieving. Your body is grieving, and you're not taking care of it properly. And so with not taking care of it properly, it kind of prolongs you getting better. And so I was trying to push myself today. I was going to go to church. I was going to go to this event today. And I had to stop and say, no, Sherry, sit down. I know you're bored, but just sit down and relax and just let your body do what it's supposed to do. And you'll be back to normal when you're supposed to be back to normal, okay? Stop trying to rush stuff. And I listen. I don't always listen, right? But I listen to my body. And that's where I'm at today. I'm in here. I'm relaxing. Yes, I am doing housework slowly, because who else going to do it, right? But I'm taking my time. I'm doing my laundry. I'm putting it away, getting ready for going back to work tomorrow. So I'm feeling, I would say 85% better than I did yesterday. So I see the progression. I see that I am slowly getting back to Sherry. So if you don't do anything, just take care of you. It's just even that one thing of just sitting down and doing nothing. You're still taking care of you. All right. So you guys, I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for always coming on, listening to the videos, commenting, liking the videos. Please like the videos and share the videos. It really helps the channel push these videos out to help someone that really needs the tips that I come on and share with you guys. Okay, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, all right, it's your girl Sherry. Grieve, grow, glow. Deuces.